What's going on, guys? Today's April 4th. It's about 10:45 p.m. here on the East Coast, and we're back at it again with another video update, recapping today's price action and giving you an outlook for tomorrow's price action. So in last night's video, I was talking about a potential 0.8 to 1% move down to Golden Pocket, or 0.8 to 1% move up to 413.75, the COVID 1.618. From yesterday's after hours close, both moves to the upside or downside were essentially the same percentage move. I wasn't sure that we were going to close 0.8 to 1% red. We actually closed 0.5% red today, but we did see from the open about a 1% move down from the little push up that we had in after pre-market this morning. We hit an intraday low of about 407.27, it looks like, and we tried to retest 409.57 headed into 1 p.m. retrace another little bit towards the end of the day, and then got another power hour bounce, headed back up to 409.57. Closed at where's my fucking phone? After hours close on the SPY ETF was 409.09. So we did get a decent move back up in after hours, and from what we saw heading into close, with 10 minutes left in the day, the S&P 500 ETF went up 0.34%. So that was a decently strong bounce there with 10 minutes left. It's a little bit of a double bottom here going on above this golden pocket. RSI on the 30-minute is curled back up, never retested oversold territory, and it's pointing up. MACD, you have a bullish signal line cross on MACD on the 30-minute. It's a good sign. We saw the same thing back on Tuesday, March 28th, when we bounced off the 083.618 at 39424 and started moving up to 39884 on Wednesday. So I would assume that something similar is going to happen here. There's some support here, clearly, above 406.92 to 406.30. Previous resistance becomes support, as we keep saying. Resistance from Friday, March 3rd. You got that break over resistance, and now you're creating support above the same levels. So if we take a look at futures are currently 0.1% green, 0.1% green, and we're bouncing off of the equivalent level of 409.57 on SPY, which is a price point of 4120.25. It's 0.786 between futures COVID 1.618 and 083.618. 4120.25. I like this price action here on futures. Quick look at the dollar. More news. Let's see. Dollar struggles on weak data. Kiwi surges on irrelevant. The fuck is kiwi? Grapefruit though. The dollar still looks like it's gonna fall. The weekly still looking very heavy. RSI pointing down. Stronger weekly MACD in bearish fashion. Of course, the monthly looking very weak. Again, you had that bearish signal line cross on MACD back on February 1st for the dollar index. The weekly's bearish signal line cross or retest of the signal line and rejection came on Monday, March 13th. And it looks like it wants to fall pretty hard. Dollar index is currently red, 0.05%. My next level down is $97.25. Futures still green. Lots of support here, surprisingly, at the equivalent 409.57 level. Same thing on SPY. I was very surprised that this held up as well as it did the last 2 days. I was expecting a true retest of 406.92 to 406.30. We have still yet to see it. We came close today, but I don't think she wants it. I think she is going to continue to the upside, or at least chop in this range here. This upper range from February 2nd to February 16th of 2023. Obviously, CPI comes out the 12th. The move on the day of CPI is very likely to be volatile. I'm betting on CPI coming in a little bit cooler, despite the new news about Saudi's oil cut, and I think we're going to get some sort of bullish, impulsive move off of the CPI print. But that's in 8 days, so we're playing it day to day. Tomorrow is Wednesday, hump day. I think historically, the S&P 500, like 56% of the time is green on Wednesdays. Let me just pull that up really quickly if my computer doesn't shit the bed here. Seasonality, weekly. So, weekly seasonality, about 56% of the time, we have a green day on the S&P 500. So that's good news. It's just a little statistic for you. I wouldn't consider it gospel. We've had plenty of red Wednesdays, but considering that and where we are set up and the lack of selling pressure, I would say tomorrow should be a pretty green day. Futures looks like it wants its COVID 1.618 again at 4153.50, which would render a retest of 413.75 on SPY, our primary target for now. Secondary target is 428.78. I'm still holding those 428 calls for April 28th. I've yet to see any price action that has deterred me from holding that position, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. So I'm anticipating probably a 0.8 to 1% green day tomorrow. We're going to retest 409.57 early, and if we can break above that, I think the high of day from today should be retested pretty easily. I think it was 412.47. So keep an eye on futures tonight. We want to see this equivalent level to 409.57 hold, price point 412025, and open up strong tomorrow on SPY. If we look at the underlines, take a look at NVIDIA. Everything looks like it's sitting on local support. NVIDIA failed to break through support at $273.10, $273.10 set on Monday. So everything seems to be maintaining the upward momentum for now on NVIDIA. Still waiting for 28204 to be hit this week. It was the monthly target for March, 13.618, which we called for back in January. Once that happens, we'll start looking at the plays for a target of 316.99 to play on this continued uptrend off this macro inverse head and shoulders pattern. Apple, I'm guessing it's the same thing. Probably sitting on support from Monday. So 0.236 here at 164.83, the monthly target from March is yet to be retested, and we're just sitting on local support on Apple. We'll see where we go from here. I will have some levels for you to play on Apple between the next target of $195.94 and $164.83 in the next video. Tesla. What did Tesla do today? Let me get rid of this target. So that was from March. Monthly target for March was 220.22. We came close to it back in February, but we're sitting on support at this point 786 between the 7 and the 6.6 money extensions at 189 and 25 cents. No true retest just yet, but I don't think Tesla's going anywhere anytime soon. I think she'll hold up pretty well here at this point 786 for the time being, and get a nice move of about roughly 15% to $220.22 in the near term this month. Meta, likely the same scenario, probably sitting on local support. Meta had a green day today, closed 0.77% green, retested local support from Monday, and continued on to the upside towards the end of the day as everything else did. Next target on Meta is 257.86. We're waiting for that $224 retest. Supply here from May 3rd of 2022. Some sort of rejection around there, and an establishment of 206.48 support before hopping in 250 strike calls. Expiry still to be determined. So we'll keep we'll be keeping an eye on Meta. Close eye on Meta. 206.48 support on Meta. Microsoft, no retest of 284.84, the March target, which was hit beautifully and exceeded, and sitting right on local support. We did dip below the low on Monday, or on, wait, what? This is all Tuesday. So we're still maintaining higher lows from the price action on Monday above 284.84. I think this is pretty bullish for a potential continuation. We broke above this downtrend set on Monday. Lower high, lower high, lower high, and we never dipped below it today. So this looks pretty good. Target 298.57 is next for Microsoft, and I'll be looking for some sort of rejection around a high of 294 from August of 2022. Maybe a retest of 284.84 support, a true retest, and then start looking at entries for a move to 298.57. Get rid of this since it's irrelevant now. Microsoft close a sliver red, 0.02%. MACD on the 2 hour still has yet to curl back up, but creating a less distant move from its signal line here. 30-minute MACD starting to curl, histogram looking stronger and stronger as the day went on, and RSI flat below its 200 SMA. So I'm expecting a move to retest highs from Monday, tomorrow on Microsoft as well. Netflix, these are from yesterday's video. She really wants this golden pocket again. Looking for another rejection here, somewhere around 366.07 and 350.91. That's my bias on Netflix. Second rejection here before retracing lower to about $256.88. However, the bull case would be a break above 366.07 and a move to 438.16. Supply from February 1st, 2022. It's really as far in detail that I will go on Netflix. For now, we'll see what happens for the rest of the week. I'll be watching 366.07 like a hawk. If we get a nice push above that, then I'll be hopping in some calls, 400 strike calls, probably for late April. AMC. We know AMC didn't have a good time yesterday in after hours. Closed down 23.5% today. And you saw that bounce at open, that initial reaction to yesterday's drop. From the low in pre-market, you saw a 21% move to the upside, but it was short-lived, as expected, and you're starting to move back down again. Higher time frame still looking very bearish. Not seeing a lot of buy volume today on the 2-hour. MACD starting to curl on the 2-hour, but RSI still sitting just above oversold territory. I still think this is going to fall to 281, the downside target. So from where we sit at about 390, it's another 28 or so percent. Timeline, who knows? This could take a week. This could take 3 months. You never know with this thing. But just gauging momentum from recent price action. We've had pretty volatile swings. You know, we moved 72% from Friday, January 6th to Wednesday, January 18th. We saw a 40% drop from February 6th to February 14th. Almost 100% move from Tuesday, February 14th to March, or Tuesday, February 28th. That was earnings. And then in a 17-day period, we saw a 50% drop most recently. So things tend to be moving fairly quickly on AMC. I'd anticipate 281 being hit sometime this month, but we will see. If this were to get a bounce back up to this golden pocket, where I am neutral in my bias, we'd be taking a different look at it. We'd be talking about another potential move to $7.11, but at the time of this video, I don't see that as being possible. It doesn't look like it's in the cards for AMC. It's very likely that this continues down to 281 at the moment. Last look at futures before I sign off. Still sitting green at 0.1%. 5-minute looking decent. RSI pointing up. You have that bullish divergence on the 200 SMA on RSI on the 5-minute. MACD looking pretty strong here on the 5-minute. Futures will likely retest 415,350 this session. That'll be about a 0.5% move to the upside on futures, and that would bring SPY at the open or very early in the day to about 413.75. So once again, I'm expecting a 0.8 to 1% green day tomorrow on SPY. My intraday high expectation is 413.75, the code 1.618. True support at 406.92 to 406.30, of course. So be smart. You have a bit of resistance here at 409.57 intraday coming up. I think she could make light work of it and just continue straight to 413.75. But this is uncharted territory. These are uncharted waters as of recently, so a lot could happen. That's about it. It's about 11 p.m. This video is 20 minutes long. We're going to cut it. Have a great night. Good luck tomorrow.